Today we're taking a look at the Browning Hi Power. This is a clone. This is made by FEG and it's made out of Hungary. It's actually a pretty nice production clone, pretty near to the real deal of a Browning Hi Power. And it's just a really fun pistol to shoot, so we'll send some rounds down range and talk about it a little bit. The one I have has a 10 round magazine, but you can get the standard capacity magazines as well, just like the regular Hi Power. So let's see. Shoots really good. It's a really fun pistol to shoot, and if you're looking for like an entry-level high power that's not going to break the bank, this is a really good option. Now, of course, in comparison to some of the newer standard pistols that are out, this might not be as ergonomical, but it's a ton of fun to shoot, and they have a lot of history behind this design. The Hi Power was designed by John Moses Browning. He was a legend and made a lot of great designs. Unfortunately, he passed before this gun was actually created. And like I said, this is a Hungarian FEG clone of the Hi Power, which they did a really good job, I believe, on the finish, in my opinion. Really high gloss finish, and it held up. This one in particular held up pretty good throughout the years. Usually when you find these, they have a lot of high use on them, but this one's in pretty decent condition. It shoots 9mm. It's one of the first double stack pistols, Wonder 9s, that came, I think, based kind of off of the 1911 platform. And so with the Browning Hi Power in general, in my opinion, just shootability wise, I think it's a great shooter. It's a lot of fun to shoot. In comparison to some newer pistols, maybe not so much. It does have some muzzle flip. I have a hard time trying to find a place to really seat my thumb in and keep that gun down. But if you find the cadence, you could just ride it. And, you know, there's a lot of guys that would carry something like this. It's heavy in comparison to a lot of new stuff. But I would say if you're getting something like this, don't get it for carry. You can, that's cool, that's awesome. But maybe it's just something for collectability. Got the checkered grips, classic wood checkered grips. Nice high gloss finish, like I said, just the sexiness of that Browning. And this particular one, I know FEG made a couple different variations. This particular one, a telltale sign, if you could see it, I'm not sure, but there's an oval here in the trigger mechanism, and that kind of lets you know this is an actual Hi Power inside, like with the action, the barrel locking lug mechanism and how it's all set up, designed based off the Browning Hi Power, versus another style that this company makes, which is more, I believe, of a Smith & Wesson style. So just kind of keep that in mind if you're hunting one down and you want like more of a true Hi Power clone. But it's just a ton of fun. The ergonomics are there, you know, the safety's nice. It racks smoothly. The action feels really nice. One drawback I would say I'm not too keen on is the actual trigger on it. The trigger leaves a lot to be desired, and especially the reset on this guy. I've found myself, if you look at the footage, I'll try to roll it in there. At least the reset's really long, so I've found myself short stroking this pistol when trying to shoot it, where, you know, if you're trying to race it or run it real fast, that could be an issue. But it is kind of a military style trigger, so don't give it don't beat it up too much about that. Now, also, it does have a magazine safety, which I took out. You can take it out, and that helps the trigger out a lot. It made the trigger a lot smoother and less gritty, in my opinion. Now, the sights are kind of just your traditional 3 dots. They were kind of worn out, so I crudely went and put some nail polish on them to make them a little bit easier to see. Not like a quick acquisition type sight, but good enough and great for target shooting. Hammer's got some nice beveling on it, nice and easy to cock. It is a single action only, so there's no double action on this. It resets the hammer as you fire it, single action, reset, single action. So it's a cocked and locked affair. Another thing I'm not huge on is the safeties. I think this goes for most Browning Hi Power designs. The safety leaves a little to be desired on this particular one. It's not very tactile. It's kind of hard to get to, but it's still a lot of fun to shoot. It's not too hard to get off, just a little bit more difficult to get on. It doesn't have a click, but it definitely works. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of give you guys a rundown on this. It's a really fun gun to shoot, really nice design, and if you see one, definitely, if you're in the market, pick one of these up. Don't hesitate. FEG's made some really good clones of the Browning Hi Power, so if you're looking, I wouldn't even hesitate to pick one of these up. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. As always, if you like the video, hit the like button, and if you want to see more content, feel free to subscribe. Bye.